really brought to light some very glaring facts. 40% of world children live in Africa is something that we all have to be, on one hand, very concerned and then proud of, both at the same time. African children, they have a natural rhythm in them. They are so close to nature. I think in the world, if you see, rhythm is inbuilt in the DNA of people from African continent. They are very good, they're very enthusiastic, they have such an innocence in them. But what we need to do is, as you correctly pinpointed, medical facilities and education must reach nook and corner of Africa. These two things are absolutely essential for a healthy generation to come up. Now, along with this, definitely mental health. Without attending to mental health aspect of mental and spiritual aspects of one's growth, we cannot expect a sane and violence-free society at all. We have seen in the Central African continent, kids have seen a lot of trauma, they have seen a lot of violence and have had a lot of trauma. And we definitely need to reach out to them and bring back the smile on their faces, because they are going to be the future world citizens. Every other person in the world in the future is going to be from the African continent. And I don't think they'll all just stay in one place. They will become good businessmen, professionals, and they'll go around the world. And it is very pertinent now to teach them meditation, to teach them skills by which they can get rid of their stress. They're able to see life from a broader perspective and vision and take responsibility for themselves and their environment. So meditation, counseling is essential, and give them positive vision about life. This is again very, very important. Skill centers is also another thing. Skill development workshops away from the traditional education system will also help a lot of school dropouts. We find a lot of school dropouts in the African continent. As I see in many countries, the kids go to school at a teenage level. They simply don't want to go to school anymore. So why? Because it's not so interesting to them. Here, if you can introduce more skill training centers and give them a mission and an opportunity for creativity and employment, kids would do great. Because I've seen they have such a great tendency to bond with everybody. Yeah. So meditation is very, very, very important for children. We have created special programs for them, both parents and teachers. For parents, we have created a program in Art of Living called Know Your Child and Know Your Teens. Parents need to be trained, and then teachers need to be trained as well, because teachers need to understand the psychology. In none of our education systems world over, maybe there may be some exceptions, but generally education systems does not really give an idea about child's mindset, or psychology is not a topic or subject, child psychology especially, in the teachers training programs. So this is something I would want all the governments to introduce in their teachers training, so that the teachers are equipped to counsel a child when the child is not feeling good or depressed or rebellious or violent, has violent behavior in the classroom. They don't know what to do, how to handle them, other than just sending them away from the school. These are something I feel we must attend to, and let's all hope that Africa will bring out some of the brilliant minds and in the world in the future generations. Go, let me congratulate for your initiatives in Youth Cave. Let me also wish you that you get good success in creating more and more Youth Cafe all over Africa. You know, youth have a lot of energy, they need direction. This energy need to be channelized properly. And without that, otherwise it will create a lot of frustration and then depression. What we find amongst the youth is when they are in the lockdown, either they get so frustrated and get into depression, or on the other side, they become so aggressive and their relationship with everybody becomes so sour. Now, at this time, it is the best way to keep the mental balance is through meditation. So I Meditate Africa is just the beginning to introduce youth to meditation. More and more youth can get benefit out of it, so that they are able to be the master of their mind. They're able to control their emotions. They're able to control their anger. See, whenever someone does something out of anger and unconscious anger, that they end up regretting later on, isn't it? So in order for them not to regret their action, we need to bring them more awareness, mindfulness, and that happens through meditation. Now, the youth, I know, feel there is a gloom looming all around. So they are unable to see bright future for themselves. I would like to tell them through this media, through this platform today, listen, when the building has to go taller, first you dig deep down, isn't it? So let us take this as an example. This is a bad time. We all know the whole world is going through crisis, lack of employment. There's a lot of distress about healthcare systems, and unemployment is growing like crazy. In these situations, be strong and be hopeful. This is the time for us to learn more and become more innovators. More startups can happen. And I would like to assure you, this is a temporary phase. We will get over this pandemic soon. It is much better than last year. If you notice, once the vaccine has come out, it is far better than what it was in the last year. So now more medicines are being tested. Once we get a cure for this, which is happening through herbal medicine, Ayurvedic system is doing research on it. There are some Ayurvedic herbal medication which has found to be very useful in turning the situation. So once this sort of medication is being found by the allopathy or Ayurveda or some system, we would be even more confident to handle the pandemic. So I would like to give the youth this message. This is a temporary phase. You have bright future. Just hang on there. Just hold on and move forward. Okay. Do not waste time in anxiety. If you are feeling a lot of anxiousness due to whatever reason, again, take refuge in meditation. Yoga and meditation will help you to sail through the tough time. Yeah, this question, what you asked, there could be many ways. There is not one answer for it. You can find many answers to this question. And once you have this intention, I want to bring people to meditation, time to time you will get ideas and we can implement all of them. People will ask, why meditation? Why should I meditate? I'm happy. What do I get? Then we can tell them, look, you are happy, but this meditation will help you to sustain that happiness. Number one.
Definitely.
It's like dental hygiene. You have good teeth, but if you don't brush your teeth every day, you're not going to keep it, right? You will soon lose them all. In the same way, this is mental hygiene. meditation is equivalent to mental health. It will help you to be to keep your state of vibrancy and happiness. In fact, it will only enhance your happiness. You may be healthy, but when you take more supplements, when you take vitamins and have a proper good diet, which is more nourishing, your body feels more happier about it, right? All your organs feel happy about it. You can still survive with undernourished, malnutritious food. You will sustain. But to have a healthy body, you need proper food. In the same way, to have healthy mind, you need meditation. Meditation is the food for mind. Number one. Second is, it also, it not only meditation brings sharpness to your intellect, it also helps you to your perception around you. Your perception about things become better. And it also harnesses your emotion. Suppose you have some trauma, suppose you feel bad one day, not every day is the same for everyone. When you're not feeling so good, meditation can change that in just few minutes. Few minutes of meditation, you can come out of your bad mood. So you need to have these tools which would come to you which will be very handy to you at times of need, when there is anxiety, when there is sleeplessness, there is insomnia, or many of those, troubling mental traits can all be handled through meditation. Number two. Third thing is, unseen vibrations we all emit all the time. Meditation makes our vibes positive. Now, who doesn't want positive vibes? Tell me. So you may be smiling, but that smile may not be very genuine because your vibes are negative. And that people can make out, isn't it? Someone is just giving a smile which is so superficial, but inside they're worked up. Inside they're so stressed. That person's smile doesn't mean anything. So what meditation does, it helps one to shun all the stress and negative vibrations and make your body become more vibrant with positive vibes. So these are the things that we can tell them. Basically, to say a violence-free society is possible only when people have positive vibes and meditative mind. Healthy body is possible when the mind is healthy, and through meditation, your nervous system and your endocrine system are all getting benefited through meditation. This is two. Third is, your rest becomes very good. Your clarity of mind and intuitive ability enhances. Who doesn't want intuitive ability? Everybody wants to be intuitive, right? And then creativity. On top of all this, meditation can make us very creative. In a calm state of mind, you get answers to many problems and many issues which you want to solve or which you want to embark on. That is another important aspect in life. On top of all this is a very happy state of mind that we live and we exuberate to people all around us. Yeah, wonderful being with you all. I know it's time for meditation. We have overshot the time perhaps, but just a few minutes of meditation we can all do. This is the most important thing, isn't it? What do you say? What do you say, Candy? Shall we go on for meditation?
Please, that is the moment, Gurudev, that we have all been waiting for.
Everyone is waiting for it.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so let's all sit comfortably, easily, and let's keep our back straight. And if you want to have a sip of water or something, you may do so. And let's first start shaking our hands. And then we can be still. Let's keep our spine erect and body still. Just imagine there is a central string that is passing through our body. Imagine a fine silver string in the very center of your body. Okay. And let's close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Let's become aware of our whole body. Every cell in our body keeps changing in 1 year's time. Become aware of our whole body and let us honor our own body. It is the breath that is keeping our body alive. Every cell of our body is breathing in and it is taking in oxygen. We all know it, right? Become aware of your breath. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. See how long you can hold. When you no longer can hold the breath, just relax. Let go of the breath. Breath moves out on its own, relaxing your body even further. Let's keep a smile on our face. Never mind even if it's a fake one or artificial one. Keep a smile. As you smile, all the muscles in your cheek, in your forehead gets relaxation. Breathe in with a smile and hold the breath. As you hold the breath, watch the mind. The mind is becoming quieter. And let go. When you no longer can hold, just let go. As the breath drains out, it takes away some of our stress as well. Let's do it once again. Let's breathe in, take a deep breath in. Fill your lungs, your upper chest, your abdomen, oh, fill it with breath and hold it. And notice there is air all around you as well. Your skin, your muscles are sandwiched between the inner air and outer air. Now let go. When you cannot hold any more, just let go. Every cell of our body is being penetrated by the air, by the energy, life force. Let us become aware of this fact. Let us become aware of the mind. A mind is like the glow around the wick of a candle. Our body is like the wick of a candle. The mind is the glow all around it. And it's throwing its light all around. Now let's become aware of the walls of the room we are in. If you are in the open space, just become aware of about 10 feet of space all around you. Like the light of a candle spreads to some distance all around, so is the vibration from your body is spreading all the way to the walls of your room. Now, whatever thoughts are coming in the mind, just let them be. Good thoughts, bad thoughts, they all can just be, never mind. Welcome the thoughts. Just embrace them all and relax. Let go of all your efforts. Just like the ice cream and the stick that it holds, that is held by a body and mind are. The central cord in you, like the stick of the ice cream, and the body is like the ice cream. Relax the body. Let the mind be as strong as the stick that stays firm and straight. Now let go of all your efforts and let go of all your imaginations. The next few minutes, we will refrain from doing anything, wanting anything, or even trying to know anything. Just let go. And whatever sensations that you may perceive, just let them be. Just let it be. Any tension anywhere, will not try to get rid of them. They'll go by themselves. So just let it be. Whether tension or relaxation, just let it be. Whether pleasant or unpleasant, just let it be. Whether comfort or discomfort, just let it be for few minutes. Just for these few minutes, let's bear the opposites and just let them be. Just let them be. We can do it. Any twitches or itching sensation, just let it be. Or any pleasant or enthralling sensation, let them be. Now I'll chant the words of peace and wisdom, and just this vibration be there. Just let it be. May there be loving vibration all around us, comforting vibration and wisdom all around us. Satyam Jnana Manantam Brahma. Satyam Jnana Anantam Brahma. Yadasti bhati priti swarupam tadevatmanam tadevatmanam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And slowly and gradually become aware of your body and surroundings. Let's take another deep breath in with this bigger smile and slowly breathe out with a smile. And at our own speed, we may open our eyes. I know you would like to continue for some more time, right? Don't feel like opening your eyes. That's the joy of meditation. Once you have a taste of it, a new dimension opens in front of us. You know, this is just a little tip of the iceberg. If you go deep in meditation, you will see our life is so much bigger, it's so vast, and it's so rich. Meditation can bring so many gifts to us in our lives. And let me wish you all a very healthy, happy, prosperous life to each and every one of you. And let's all hope we will take this world to better heights in the coming years. Yeah, let's all join together to help those who are in need. Let's do whatever we can do in our capacity to help and heal the planet, which is very pertinent today. These few words I